Hello, ladies and gentlemen, welcome and thank you for having us here today. My name is Rob McCann and I'm proud to be standing in the Otaki electorate on behalf of Labour. But first of all, I would like to introduce you to your next Prime Minister. Now, ladies and gentlemen, Jacinda has been incredibly optimistic about our future, but she does know something, that there is going to be a change of government and there is going to be a change in direction. And this election is a really simple question to you. Now, why do I want to stand for politics? Because I want my kids to have the same opportunities that I had. But why am I in the Labour Party? Because I want everyone's kids to have those same opportunities. So at this election, we have a simple choice. We can have tax cuts and continue the reduction of our social services, the breakdown of infrastructure in New Zealand, or we can invest that money into housing, health and education. Now I want to introduce you to Andrew. This is a little boy that I have met very, very recently in our electorate. He is 5 days old here. I'm sorry for the radio viewers, you can't see it, but he's a lovely looking baby. And I was welcomed into his house, his mum's house, a flat, and shown around because of the standard of that flat. There were holes in the wall where they joined the building together and you could see outside. There was no insulation. But the worst thing was the bathroom. When you looked up at the ceiling, it was black. It was beginning to cave in. There was a hole there where the extractor fan was and the wires were exposed. And it was genuinely dangerous. And the mother had gone to the people who look after the flat for the property broker, property developer in Wellington, and she'd asked if something would be done. And sure, they'd send someone out to look, but the landlord would not make the decision to do anything about that bathroom. And the advice given to that mum, and she was about to be induced just days later, was that she should wash her child in the kitchen. Now that is the New Zealand that we're currently living in, where there is a great deal of need just below the surface, not necessarily in the newspapers, but you see it if you go out door knocking, and you see it if you go out talking to people just outside your circle of friends. That is not the country that my grandfather would want. It is not the country that I think that you would want, and it's a simple choice. Are we willing to look after our most vulnerable? Are we willing to invest in health, in education, in transport? Well, yes, a Labour government under Jacinda Ardern will do exactly that. Thank you very much.